and fixing it up. And it's looking at rocks at the moment, but we're also just testing out our audio quality and seeing how well our stream goes. And we're doing this off a mobile phone using a gimbal. We're just going to see how we go with it. All right, so we got that set, and we'll see how the auto tracking goes. Which appears not to be going at the moment. So just bear with us for a moment, please. All right, so look, we're half going, and it'd be interesting to see how audio goes. So, Ant's here, we're live. Sorry about that little technical difficulties there at the start, but let's see how we go. What we've got is a bore pump that we've got to diagnose, and so we're just going to pull that up, show you how quick and easy it can be. Ant's confidence is low.
It's my first day back, Jack. Go easy on me. Okay.
So we've got to disconnect these pipes, well, turn the bore off.
But hang on, the reason why we're here
Is
because the yellow
dipstick's down.
dipstick's down.
Yep.
And so we're not getting water from underground to the tank, but because it's such a big tank, the tank is still going to the trough, so they're getting...
Yeah.
They've still got water, so
yeah,
they've got time. The tank's big enough, and there's still water out there.
Yes. All right.
Brilliant. Right, what is all this?
Well, we've got a pressure switch here because it's such a long way to the tank.
Yeah.
And so when the tank is full, it auto shuts off.
Okay.
Instead of having a cable running the whole way and a float in there.
Okay.
So we're going to disconnect up the top here. We'll need to grab a Phillips head screwdriver.
Okay. Phillips head screwdriver. That I can do, I think. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Man, the swearing.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, sorry. 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 We need to keep the channel PG. Right. Here you go. One Phillips head screwdriver. Have you already done it?
No, I'll need that. Wow, okay, that's big enough.
You want a smaller?
No, that's right, I'll do it with this.
No water, Jack.
Now.
Oh, just like that.
Yep. Do you want to check your
phone?
Yep.
Stand by. I'm going to take off my gloves because it did ping. My phone says...
Well, you don't need a...
yeah, hang on. Actually, it's showing up where... Okay, they're watching now.
Right, good.
Okay. Right, am I supposed to do something with that?
No, that's right. You can see how light this is. And now we don't want to overextend that, so...
Hang on, I'll put on my gloves.
Okay, you can do that, and I'll cut this pipe. The tape.
So all of that tape is just holding the because this is an electrical submersible pump.
How do you do with frogs?
Oh, come on.
What?
What are frogs? Oh, I guess there's water.
Yeah.
We look after frogs. Put him back down the well.
We'll get there.
Frogs don't eat the cow stuff, so we
No,
like
but they
frogs.
eat mosquitoes, Ant. That's...
Oh, can I take it home?
Well, I'm surprised you don't have one in your toilet.
Well, I probably do. Too scared to look.
Well, I mean, it's always an interesting feeling when
when a frog...
It jumps up and says g'day.
Yeah. Okay. So this is, Jack, this is an electric submersible pump, is that correct?
Correct. Solar powered.
Yeah.
Requires 48 volts. And that's what we've got, those two 290 watt panels there to provide.
Okay. Yeah, got it. You want me to pull?
Yep.
Right, does it matter if that goes anywhere?
Yeah, what I generally do is coil them out and around.
Okay, do it. Around the mill?
Yep.
Okay. I don't want to walk backwards. And is that meant to be pulling on that wire there, Jack?
Well, that's why we've got a bit of slack there.
Can you just pull on that wire a bit, Jack?
No, you're done. You're sorted.
Oh, wow. So that's only how deep the well is.
Yes.
Oh,
So that's it. That's a lot quicker than pulling a windmill.
that is shallow.
Yeah. So while we've got it there,
Yeah.
we're going to.
And water doesn't zoop up there because it's not under pressure. Like
No,
the water's just there.
Yeah, this is a static.
It's just because it's shallow, so there's no pressure.
We're in a fractured rock formation.
Okay.
Now, why there's no water coming down out of this pipe, or why there wasn't any water in that,
Yep.
will be because we've got an issue with our impeller.
Because it's an artificial lift technique where you pump water from it still, not under pressure, and then you artificially lift it and push the water over to your big tank over there.
Yep.
Got it.
So we've got him out of the ground here.
All right, I can bring it over. Do you want me to show?
That's right.
And you can talk us through it, Jack. I don't know if I'm picking this up correctly, but here we go.
No, we'll just whack him down there.
Okay. You'd get a lot of fines in here, wouldn't you? A lot of. I used to know a guy who was in an artificial lift group in the resources industry. Absolute legend, Willie Ritchie. I think he's still working somewhere. But he used to say that these ESPs, electric submersible pumps, you know, the number one KPI is reliability. You know, how long their run time is. And if it stops, it can be because fines get in, or so everything they do, not only, you know, the amount of water it lifts, but also, you know, once you put it all the way down the hole, however deep your well is, they monitor it. They have techniques to monitor it remotely. Yep. And so, you know, uptime is a big thing for this. How long has this been in there, Jack?
Oh, this will be, what are we looking at? It's a Hyunduro, so this has been down for about 12 or 13 months.
Cool.
It's a 3-inch pump.
Okay.
So it's got a smaller impeller.
Yep.
So I'm going to just flick it on and we'll just see if we get any movement down here. And that'll help us diagnose what our problem will be and how to solve it.
Can they see that? Can I? Oh,
yep.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get some of this. Can turn without water. Can't run without water, says Jack.
Yep.
So do we need to put water through it?
No, we're good. So, yep, that's easy fix. So the pump is okay. So if you grab that ammo tin that's behind you.
Yes.
What we've got here, and the problem that we have, is our impeller is shagged out, and like Ant had said, it can be due to all your fines getting in there. So what the part that we need to replace is this little impeller, and we've got one of these which is inside the pump, and what we can see, which you might not be able to see in there, is that it's just free turning in there. So,
and that's not meant to do that, Jack.
Well, it's meant to free turn, and how it works is as the motor drive rotates this, and this screw functionality is what pushes our water up.
What, just that thing there?
Yeah.
And the water goes up through there?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a lot of equipment for just a bit of water to go through there. You'd be better off with a straw.
Well, I don't know if you can, 7 meters is the maximum that you can pull through a straw? I'm not going to do this test, but
Jack, how would you know? How would you know that?
All right. It's actually called a friction pipe loss calculator. And so the friction of gravity and the diameter of a pipe has a limit of how far you can actually pull it without it being too much force.
And you have turbulent and laminar flow, Jack.
There we go.
I know.
Look at that, all the big words.
I know. Don't ask me what they mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so
what are we doing?
We're going to get the Allen keys.
Yep.
I'm going to just undo these.
Yep.
They're on the pump over there.
There you go, mate.
Let's just see how we go.
Oh, that's very groovy, Jack.
Yeah. All right. See if we've got any manual control on this. So it's it's looking for us now. It's the attack of the droids.
Oh, yeah.
If you would like,
Yes.
sorry, if you could please,
Yes.
go grab the multi-grips.
Yes.
So we can undo that.
Yep.
And I'm going to find out which size.
Do you want 2 sets or we only need 1?
No, just one, and they'll be in the right-hand top drawer.
Yep.
And while you're there, a little bit of the anti-seize, please.
Yep.
Oh, a little bit of rusty, sort of silty stuff in there is making it not ideal to undo it. And we're using various different brands of wet ends anyway, so the wet end being the submersible part of the pump. They all are very similar in design. So the main brands that we use are 2 Horse, and we've started using the Panzer pump. The other one is Marrow. They're all Chinese pumps, but they are quite, let's say, affordable given their uptime. And as we saw, the ease of lifting one of these out is incredible.
I have good news.
Yeah.
That's the anti-seize. Now, the not so good news is I've got the multi-grips, but there seems
No,
to...
that's not multi-grips.
Oh, well, they look like them.
Yeah, that's multi-grips.
Yeah, so I knew I'd get one of them right.
Yeah.
And I bought a little something else. No, I know what this is. This is a little Stilson.
Yeah, so these are the nice ones.
Oh, well, you didn't say you wanted nice ones. You just said multi-grips. Right, okay, glad to be of service.
Well, we might be able to get away without having to undo that.
Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Any spring going to pop out, Jack? Or?
Look, I think the only surprises today are frogs.
Okay, that's of all the surprises you can have out here, Jack. Frogs are not such a bad option.
Okay, so that should be able to slide out.
Right.
Now we've just broken him down. We're in half. And that's where the multi-grips come in because it's slippery.
Right.
And there's our problem.
Where's that problem?
Well, this is what it should look like, and it shouldn't disconnect.
Yeah.
So what's happened is it's unthreaded, or it's threaded out. So the threads become damaged because this part has seized up.
Yeah.
So that like for like.
Yeah.
And there's a bit missing out.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
where is it? Is it down in there?
Well, it's in there. So we're going to need to take the second part of it off.
Can't we get a pin those pliers and get it out?
I mean, we could watch you do that, but I've done a few of these and you just undo that.
Let's do
break it out.
Let's do what you do, Jack.
So, should be looking at 10 mil here.
Spot on.
Oh, they've changed. Yeah, right. This is nice. So usually this is a bolt that you'd have to take out, but we are just undoing a nut. That's a really nice. That's quick and easy.
Okay, is there any more?
Yeah, well, we've got 3 of them to do. We've got a washer and a spring washer on each. So, if you felt, which,
hang on.
could you grab
that? Yep.
Could you grab a flat blade screwdriver so we can take those out?
I just don't want it to fall in anywhere, Jack. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yep. I know you need to do that. And what's the largest size pump that you use? Like, obviously, the deeper you go, the bigger you need to lift the water. So, what's the deepest bore you're dealing with over here, Jack?
Our deepest bore is 70 metres.
70.
70, correct.
Yep. Hang on, Jack. That seems to be stuck on
Yeah,
that.
no, it's the cable up there. So
yeah, seen. Do you want to cut that?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So if we can turn that around.
What we don't want to do
Let's cut yourself.
or the cable.
Oh, yeah. That's
That-
highly recommended.
Yeah. Right. I think I've done that successfully. Rightio. Right, and again, hang on. I'll move my way up there, Jack.
No.
Okay.
If you pass me your mic, or if it's critical.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hopefully it's not someone being silly and going, we want to see how live the live stream is.
Oh, no, it's your dad.
All right.
Hello. Are you watching it live?
Stop micromanaging.
You're just checking to see how live was live, yeah? There. It's gone. It's got... Right, that's him. Right, well, that was your father just trying to see how live was live. Pretty live, Jack.
Yeah, well, we've had our lunch.
Right, now, have you got enough play there now? Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
free and clear.
Yep.
All right, so that's all good there. They used to have a little grub screw in them
Okay,
to lock them onto it.
Yep.
They don't do it anymore because they rotate in the same direction so that it's going
they
to...
tighten, self-tighten. Okay.
And,
So use anti-seize for what?
well, for the next guy that might have to do this,
Or girl?
yes, guy or girl who...
Probably one of your girls, mate.
Well, with how easy it is to pull a solar,
And
like the kids probably could do it.
yeah, so you were saying your deepest well is about 70 metres. This one's, what, 7 or 8, whatever. So what size pump would you use on that, Jack?
That's a 4-inch.
And this is a 3-inch.
Yep, but
Oh, wow. It's 10 times longer, but only 1 inch up.
it's actually just to that's the depth of the motor end.
Oh, okay. You don't put it at the base of the column. You put it sort of...
Because it's
Because
a
it
70
sits.
metre bore,
Yes.
but it's a static level of 7 because it's pressure. There's enough
Yeah,
pressure.
yeah. No, because it keeps on... Okay. Yeah, I get it. So you just feed off the top.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. You're not lifting the whole water column.
No.
Right.
Right.
Understood.
So I use a little bit of dielectric grease
Mm-hmm.
on these just to make sure that in that first pump,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to be dry. And then when we're running, it's
What
It'll keep
what is I've heard that term used so many times.
We use it in our
Dielectric grease, but what
electrical underground, like underwater.
because it doesn't what do you call it? Conduct electricity.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
Right, and then I just put the washers, spring washers, and put the nut back on.
Yeah.
And then no. Before this needs to go in there.
Right. Okay. Let's not do that, Rob.
And these are actually stainless, which is nice.
Have you put your washers on?
Yes.
Are they these ones here, Jack?
Yep. So
So when you do these, you put the spring against the nut, do you?
Yep.
Okay. Could never work that out. There you go. So the spring goes against the nut. What's happened?
Well, it's just keeps on.
Can we push it further? Well, I like that. We're not waiting until it's perfect, Jack. We're out there, mate. I don't think it'll ever be perfect.
Look, but we can aim high
Aim high. That's right.
in Australia, and we're quite obviously live streaming, and we're achieving that by using our Starlink unit on the Ute there, which is just something I could not really imagine even a few years ago that we would have it as mobile as it is. How you doing there? Oh, you got it.
I have got it. I know, you sound surprised, Jack.
Well, it was quicker than me.
Yeah, well.
Maybe the week off really helped your hands.
Yeah,
Did you play any golf?
No, because my knee hurt. My knee was really sore. But I have to say, a shout out to one of the great members of the club that I play at, which is Royal Fremantle, is a guy called Peter Carbon. And Peter Carbon was a very, very good golfer in his day, and he beat some of the more known golfers that you would know, Peter Thompson, I think, or whatever. I can't remember exactly who it was. But anyhow, and I used to play golf with him regularly, but he got Parkinson's early in his life, and he continued to play golf even with Parkinson's. So he used to shake when he'd stand at the top of the ball like this, and then as soon as he'd get down to the ball, bang, and he'd smash it straight down the fairway. And anyhow, he was an amazing guy, and last week he passed away. So just a shout out to Pete Carbon and all his friends and family and the guys at Royal Freo. We miss him. Good man.
It's incredible, that. Yeah. Being able to go.
I know. That. He's under. He used to go in the bunker, and he just keep on putting it in the hole. Bloody ridiculous. No fly net. I forgot my fly net, Jack.
But they don't seem to be bothering you yet.
I know, but I just get the feeling that you and your dad have got some trick or some ointment or something special that you use, and you haven't, I haven't earned enough stripes out here yet, such that you're going to share that with me.
Because
I do feel like they like me a lot more than any of you blokes.
Look,
and there must be a local trick, and you just, I don't
patty melon a day.
Yeah, a patty melon.
Yeah, patty melon cucumber.
Yeah. Yeah, no thanks. So what do you do with this now, Jack? You spin that onto that windy thing.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Well,
have you put the dielectric grease on it, Jack?
I have put the dielectric grease on it.
But what about the outside? It seems to be rubbing on the
Oh,
outside.
it is a bit stiff, isn't it?
I'm here to help, Jack. Does that thing come out?
No.
Okay.
You don't want this part free spinning.
And is it the same diameter as this one?
Yeah.
Okay. If this dielectric grease works, Jack, I want full credit, please.
I can't give that to you, Ant. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm almost thinking I should have. Bloody.
Tell me. Done it while it was off.
Yeah, it's coming a bit bold here, Ant.
What do you mean bold?
Well, it should. That should slip in.
Well, I asked you if it's the same diameter, and you said yes.
You are? Happy?
Sort of. But they seem to have lots of stuff on this, Jack.
What do you mean?
Don't know.
Oh, this is the most difficult one I've had for a long, long time, yeah.
Maybe. Is it sent? Is this thing centered? Can I have a go? No. Do we put anti-seize on it? No. No anti-seize?
Negative.
Negative to that. Right. Jack, hang on, just let me. That seems to be. It's almost like this. Oh, Jack! Jack, it was the wrong diameter. I was right. Oh my God, you are. I want it. Where is everybody? I want it noted that I said, "Is it wrong?" And you said no, and then
No, it's just that one's different.
Oh, Jack. Honestly, come on. My dad used to say, give credit where credit is due. You're not up for that's not something you guys roll with out here. I'm just a jubie.
I give you plenty of credit.
I'm a jubie until instructed otherwise.
Yeah, got a flat tire the other day. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, indeed. Right. Yeah, wow. I'm going to frame that. I'm going to frame it. The day I told Jack he was wrong and I was right. Right, now.
Is it that you need to frame it because you think it's only going to happen once?
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, Jack. No. I'll quit while I'm mad.
Why? Well, it's so much more fun.
Oh, yeah. Now, hang on. Have we got everything?
That's there, yeah.
Yep. We haven't missed any, like, gaskets or... Nope. Do you put gaskets on these things, Jack? No. It's just one of those words that I wanted to throw out there because it sounds mechanical. Righto. Now, we're sure these are the right diameter.
Hang on, I'm just going to get that one started before.
Let me have a go, Jack.
Well, okay, there you go. No, that's...
I know. I've got it. I have got it.
You have?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, good.
I have.
There you go. You're under control.
He's upset about the diameter thing.
I solved it, didn't I?
You did, Jack.
You diagnosed it, I solved it.
Yeah, this is true.
See, there's the...
Yeah,
that's... Credit where credit's due.
I know. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. You left me alone here, Jack. Yep. Right. Oh, he's got it. What a legend.
Mark reckons that it was a team effort. I'm inclined to agree because that shares it.
Mark, I get nothing. I get absolutely nothing out of here. Come on, give me something. I got the other one in, Jack.
Camera's going to go a little bit screwy for a moment. Sorry,
That's all
everyone.
right. All right. How tight do you do these up, Jack?
Enough. They're not going to
Yeah, okay.
undo.
Not over tight, not under tight.
Everyone's going to get a nice close-up sound of
Tape.
electrical tape.
Oh, there's nothing quite like it, Jack. Right, I reckon that's pretty good. Jack, just... Oh, I'm actually done that.
I'm just going to put some tape around the joiner here just to keep it firm. You want me to check the tightness too?
No, not at the bolts are all right. They're good.
Yeah.
They feel good. No, just down here, Jack. What's this? This is still... there's
Yeah,
still a bit of play in that. Yeah.
In that?
No,
No.
this... Just spin this.
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Right, do you reckon you can...
No.
I was going to say handle dropping her back down.
I can, but
All right, I'll set this up just so we've got the wide shot.
and Jack, is there this feeds which? Oh no, that just all goes to the top there, so it doesn't matter which way you attack this from. Is that right? Have I got that right? So if I come in through here,
No, stop.
right, stop.
Through the same spot as the cable goes out.
Ah, see, that's what I was asking.
Yeah, well, I answered.
You did.
I was
You
just
did.
making sure everyone could see your hard work, your good effort.
Rightio. Does it matter if it's a side? You don't have any spaces or anything? Yeah.
I'll just be a second.
It's too late now. Oh, great. Just taped it to the box.
Ant, would you
Tell me.
like to answer a question from the public? Asking about what you used to do. for a
Oh,
living?
what did I used to do?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I used to do a lot of things. Can I leave it? No, okay, no. So,
I'm an international businessman.
shivers. What's that?
A frog.
Is that a spider?
No, it's
Okay.
a frog.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So I spent my early days in the military. 13 years and 13 days. Various roles and tasks. And then me and my best mate said, are we going to be in the army the rest of our lives? And he said, I don't know. So I said,
Hold, please.
he was going out in the patrol and I was going out in the patrol. And I said, okay, when you come back, give me a good idea. So he comes back and I said, what's your good idea? What are we going to do for the rest of our life? And he said, I reckon we should own a Kentucky Fried Chicken store. I said, okay, why? And he said, well, number one, I really like Kentucky Fried Chicken. 2, we can pick the staff, and 3, we don't have to be there. So I said, okay, we're not going to own a Kentucky Fried Chicken store. I said, I think we should go to university and get a degree in something, become educated. Now, both of us didn't do so well at school. In fact, I failed maths. So, long story short, he went off and became a physiotherapist, went back to night school, did his year 12 again, went and became a physiotherapist, and now he's the CEO of a hospital in the States. And I couldn't get out at that stage, doing other stuff. But when I finally got out, I met a guy who told me he does geophysics. And I thought, gee whiz. And we're very competitive, my friend and I. So I said, if he says he's a physiotherapist and I say I'm a geophysicist, then I win, surely. So, yeah, I went and studied that. And I went to night school as well because I failed maths. So I had to go do calculus, phys and chem and all that at night school. Yeah, and then joined a company, and I wasn't very good at geophysics, to be honest. In fact, people would argue in the company I used to work for I wasn't very good at much. But we travelled the world, living in various countries around the world, and we lived a wonderful life. And my 2 boys studied overseas and went to university overseas, one in the UK and one in the US. And yeah, then we had a bit of a tragedy, and so I hung up the tools and I come bush. So here I am. So that's me. So that's why I know nothing about pumps or mechanical stuff. And you might say, but you're in the army, you did, and yeah, I was, but it was a long time ago. And in between that and this, I drank a lot of coffee and ate a lot of nice meals around the world. So there you go. So that's me.
So, Ant, you successfully got that down, and
I did.
yeah.
Fire. No, yes. I'm very happy with what I've done there, Jack, after telling my life story. Right. Yes.
So that's in.
Now, but
Pump's
does
on.
it work? How do you know the pump's on?
You turn the switch.
Yeah, and what happened?
No, you haven't done that yet.
Oh.
So I was just doing a tidy up while you were
Okay.
talking, and you'll be able to show everyone
Okay.
turning that on.
Okay.
Right, Ant, how do we turn this pump on?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Well, I reckon there's a thing here that says off, and there's a thing that says battery, and the thing that says SOL. And because we've got SOL up there, I reckon we go SOL.
Good guess.
Houston. Now, what are we looking for to light up here? Oh, we're looking for this pump thing to light up.
Pump on. Yeah, cool. Now you just feel the motor and see if
And
it's
just
going.
see if it's coming through. We're okay. Yeah, it is, Jack.
All right.
I can feel it. It was going over there. It'll be on this side. Jack, it was going, but I don't feel much anymore. I can hear it.
Steady. There you go, Ant.
I should have felt that side.
Well, I just undid it so you could get water come out.
And is this pretty fresh water here, Jack?
Would you like to? Actually, I'm not even
Right.
going to ask. You're just going to taste.
I'm just going to drink it. All right. This is water from the ground.
No paddy melons were harmed.
Jack, it stopped.
Well, we'll just check if we've got low power or anything.
We need another impeller. Oh, here we go. Right, I'm going to drink this. Jack, that's a bit salty.
A little bit salty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need it to clear out a bit?
We'll check it. The quality on this one isn't that great.
It's not like the home bore.
Oh, definitely not.
Yeah.
If you were desperate.
Yeah, oh yeah, mate. If you're desperate, you'd have all of that.
Now, one of the things that you can notice on the end here, let's see if I can get close up with it, because we're using a different camera than we usually do. So we're still learning how it all works. But you've got little bite marks here, and that's from dogs. So feral dogs coming in, having a chew.
Trying to get some water, Jack, or do they go?
Oh, they just
gnaw their teeth. Just gnaw their teeth on it.
Just something to have a go at.
Yeah.
So I've got a tree over here, which I often will set a dog trap on. We should have enough signal to keep going over there.
Here, I'll hold it, Jack. You
No, that's all right. Usually I'll put a trap in this sort of area.
Because do the dogs do they run along the creek line? Do they?
Yeah, they work
just
the
for
creek
protection. Yeah. So if you see, like, if people out there, I know, obviously, I think there was something in the news recently about a guy that felt sorry for a dingo or a wild dog over here, wild dogs, and then it attacked him. So it's probably, you just want to give him a wide berth, right?
Yeah, well, it's a wild animal.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it was a child up at Karajini that got bitten.
Yeah.
And, a few years ago on the Nullarbor, I even heard a funny story.
I mean, look at this. I mean, just have a look at this. I mean, now I'm not
the sun behind you.
Now I'm not a geologist, although I did 3 years of geology. I mean, look at that. You can't. How unnatural does that look?
Linear.
Yeah,
but also
it's a right angle. I mean, look at that. That's incredible. The geology actually up here is pretty amazing, because in the where all the gold is, just to the south of here, we're Northern Goldfields. So to the south, we're in this Archean block, and all this, porphyry, they call it porphyry deposits or whatever. There's lots of argument about it. But they call it a greenstone belt. And greenstones are like olivine and green schist, and it's always an indicator, so that I don't know too much about the chemistry of gold, but if you see greenstone around, then it's generally, it's good to have it around if you're looking for gold. And up here you got a lot of greenstone, Jack, and a lot of quartz, because it sort of comes up from the earth, and all the mineralized fluids sort of come up through the cracks and things, and then when it cools off and against the host rock, it mineralizes, and that's how you get these big gold veins, which they've got in the Golden Mile down there. So it's pretty amazing.
Well, all the gold exploration that's occurred out here has indicated that it is significantly deeper than anywhere else.
And this is the really interesting thing, is that gold exploration, because of the nature of the deposit, and it comes up through those fault lines that run deep in the earth and crystallizes. There's a guy called John Wronski who's an OAM, and he speaks about mineral systems and understanding the total system. And you're absolutely right that gold, like if you look here, all the open pits, gold is found in the top 300 meters, because pretty much that's all you can read from the air. They do the aerial surveys and all that. So they dig down until they can't find the vein anymore, and then they stop because the drilling gets more expensive. But now there's companies like High Size and all that are using seismic geophysics to look in the earth, understand these mineral systems, and so people can go more targeted drilling deeper to follow the fault lines, get a higher hit rate, and then it becomes economic.
Well, I know that some of the drilling in this region has been done down to 500 metres.
Okay, so the deepest gold mines in the world are in South Africa, and they go down beyond 3 kilometres.
That's, yep, I like being
And
on the surface.
they use seismic reflection techniques to follow those fault lines, even though it's a hard rock environment where seismic is traditionally used in soft rock environments such as oil and gas and coal and whatever. But yeah, they've been very successful with it. And so you'll see some companies around here like, I think BHP and Olympic Dam or whatever are now using it. And so, yeah, there's lots of, and it's not just gold, you can use it to find lots of stuff. But the story is where you get the faults, the mineralized fluids come up, they get deposited once they come out of, you know, once they cool down a bit. And because as you come up in the Earth's surface, the pressure drops and the temperature drops. And so they, you know, what do they call it? Crystallize or whatever. So, yeah, so there you go, Gold 101. Not a very good Gold 101, but there you go. So, yes, we could be gold miners, Jack. Forget about the cows. But actually, that's the other thing that you got here, isn't it? That you have a mining lease and a pastoral. I mean, you don't, but you have a pastoral lease, but there's also a mining lease and you coexist on the same
Plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, we work cooperatively together because there's a lot of benefits to, well, I mean, hell, it's being good neighbours.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So it's great to have those relationships with the mineral exploration companies, and you know, you Gleam, well, I mean, they're drilling, they're exploring the environment, they're going to find fresh water, and I mean, we like fresh water for our cattle. So there's a lot of benefits to be had by working together. And Finders Keepers bore, which we'll equip shortly, which is the one I found in an earlier video using the metal detector. That was an old exploration bore, and that's got fresh water in it. Yeah. Fresher than this. So, yeah. I mean, that's amazing to be able to have that. It costs a fair bit to drill a hole out here.
Yeah. Yeah, sure does.
I'm going to have to do something more with that because that is dripping a little bit.
Okay. So we should now see, Jack, as that fills up.
It'll take about a day to fill up.
And so when we come back, we should be able to see the float and that yellow stick at the top there.
Well, I'm just going to fly over.
So when you fly over, you see the yellow stick and we'll know that it's the pumps continued to work. Do you date your pumps and just say, okay, new impeller put in there, and just to get an idea
the mill book.
Yeah, in the mill book. Okay, in the mill book. And so then you know how long, the run time or up time.
So we introduced everyone to the mill book when we first, when we did G's.
Yep.
When we talked about how it got its name and the depth of the bore, history of it, all of those things. So in the mill book, it's a really good catalogue of the station history. You find out who put in a windmill. You know, not all of them have the concrete names down there. And then we've started putting in there that, you know, like we've put in a solar pump at, Mandora here, and what date we did that, and then you've got your maintenance schedule. And so then you go, right, this was a 3-inch pump.
Yeah. It
goes in the book, so you know that you need to bring a 3-inch impeller.
Yeah, right. No, that's good. And that's just by hand, the old school. It is literally, it's not some electronic virtual person or a hologram. It's actually a book.
No, and
you write in it with a pen.
Or a pencil if your spelling's good.
Yeah, but the pencil's probably not going to... If your spelling's good, you write with a pen.
Well, there's a bit of tongue-in-cheek there.
I won't ask you to spell tongue.
Spell what?
Tongue.
Well, that's... I just needed to tidy this up here with this little bit of a leak.
Hang on. I'll bring the zoomer over. Uh-oh. Oh. All right, it's coming to you, Jack.
What we should do
is
bring a lump end and put a tap on this so that it's fully locked up.
Have we got that gear in the...
I didn't bring a tap with us. And the other thing I can do is make sure that I bring this all the way tight, because it was a bit
Or could you do a double kink, Jack?
well, the double kink,
Like a Z. No, bend that.
a Z or a Z.
Aha! Z's dead, baby.
What I'm trying to do,
Z. I don't know why I say Z.
because of all the time in the United States.
Yeah, probably. Is that what they say in the US?
Yeah, there's Z's.
Do we say Z over here, do we?
Well, here, New Zealand,
Okay.
United Kingdom.
Yeah.
No, it's the King's birthday, isn't it?
Yes, in Melbourne, not in Western Australia, Jack.
Well, no, we had West Australia Day last week or something.
Yeah, well, happy birthday to King Charles. How old is he?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. Anyone in the comments feel like informing us of the age of...
I'm going to show everyone what it looks like around here.
Oh, remember, you've got a range of around...
No, I'm not walking away.
Oh, okay.
Right, so this, see that black thing? That's, so we go, let me show you here, because I have to go over this about 100 times. So before up here, there was a windmill, there still is. There it is. Right, and then had a big rod that came down into this well, and then it pumped the water. Now we've just replaced that rod with an electric submersible pump that's powered by those solar panels. And then that pumps that water along that black cord up and over, not into that tree, but over into this tank over here, the big white tank. And then that white tank, there's a trough in the yards over there. I can't walk away from the Starling. So that's kind of the system. So when this stopped working, you know, there's enough time for us to get out here because that white tank is still feeding the trough in the yards. So now the underwater water will feed into this tank, and we'll see the float valve or the float stick, which is yellow, pop up. So Jack will be able to fly over the top and check it. And then we know that the cows can get a drink of water when they come here. Anyone see any cows? I cannot. We have seen frogs though. Now the road to get out here was quite something, I have to say. It was definitely four-wheel drive. See those rocks over here? I'll try and go over here because I don't think we can have the Starlight going while we're driving. But if you have a look at these sort of rocks over here, how far from the car can I walk, Jack?
You've got around 50 metres. I think
Okay.
you're on the 2.4. But if anyone is on Flight Radar 24, they'd be able to look up and see if plane flying over us.
The King is 74.
Whippersnapper.
Absolute.
He'd be able to climb up a mill and fix one of those.
They're asking about the temperatures, Jack.
Oh, okay. I don't have to yell.
See these rocks? That's kind of what you're driving across when you come up here. And I'm sure there's a lot of four-wheel drive. Maybe they were bigger than that.
I don't think it's 13 degrees.
It's 13 degrees now.
I think it's a lot more than that. If someone was really keen, they could actually log into the Weather Flow Tempest that we have at the homestead. That'll give them the weather.
Yeah, but I mean, and the range, Jack. I mean, what's the temperature? So, because when I drove back from Perth last night,
it was 3.
Oh no, hang on. Jasmine's already answered the temperature question. All right, there we go.
How hot is it?
Stand down, Jack.
Okay.
No, they don't care how hot it is now, I don't think. They just care about how hot it gets.
Oh, right.
Very. And the answer's very.
Yeah, quite hot. No,
But the news is, Jack, when it gets really hot, the flies go away. Is that right? You promised me that.
Yes. Yeah. When it's really, really hot and the humidity is low,
Yes.
you don't have any of these friendly little fellows.
Right. Roll on summer. All right. Is there anything else you want to say about the pump, Jack?
Look, I'm pretty impressed with them. I really like them.
What are they?
The Marrow pump. No, this one was a Harguard.
Okay.
We just get them on eBay now.
Yep.
The other, yeah.
How do you spell?
Thanks, Ant. Thanks. yeah, you swallow that fly.
That was comedy gold.
Revenge is sweet.
Yeah, okay. So you like the pumps. How many different pumps do you try? Because now we're going to get my mate Willie Ritchie on here. So they're, you should try our pumps. I think he works for Welltec.
Welltec. Naztec are awesome.
Okay.
Like Naztec pumps are really incredible because what you could
Sorry,
do
Willie.
with a Naztec, and I haven't got one, I haven't tested it. One of my friends, Bruce, he's a driller. He does a lot of domestic bores around Perth and surrounds, and he equips bores with Naztec pumps.
Yes.
And a really great feature with those is that they've got a internet connection ability. So we could connect our wireless monitoring network,
Yes.
plug a LAN cable into the Naztec controller,
Yes.
and you would.
Shivers, hang on.
You press the trigger.
I press the trigger, sorry. Oh, well, the bloody thing. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, there we go. Yeah, keep going with your pump story.
No, so our wireless network monitoring,
Yes.
we would be able to hook into the pump controller.
Yep.
It'd be able to give us the flow rate. The
Yeah, there
speed
you
of the
go.
pump.
That's what these guys used to do. They used to have the artificial lift guys. Because you've got to keep stuff flowing. So yeah, they would have 24/7 monitoring, and I think that then obviously moved to apps where people could always, check. So yeah, no, that's a good. And we would have discovered this one if we had that app, Jack, right?
You just fly over it. But also we would have found that with our cameras.
We're trying to do as much as we can from the lounge chair, Jack.
Well, from what I hear, you need to get a bit more exercise there.
Yes. Thanks for sharing.
Well,
No, I do.
You didn't even play golf.
I know.
No, you keep on. You bring it up just about every second day.
I know. And my son says, my eldest son, he says, stop talking about it. Just get on with it. Just do it. He says, you're not a talker, you're a doer. Just do it. He says, how come you do everything else, but this one you don't? Okay, I don't know. I will do it. I am doing it.
You will achieve.
Right. Now, what else about they don't want to hear me banging on. What else about the pump, Jack? What else can you tell people? If they want a pump?
We should be able to put a link into the description below once we open up my eBay and look at my purchase history.
Yes.
But the other place we use is based in Perth, which is Solar Pump Sales.
Are you open to, if there's a pump, because, they're pretty full on, the old pump salesman, mate. They'll be, are you open to trying other pumps, Jack?
Look, we like standardising the system. So even if we aren't using the latest or greatest, it's nice to have one system so that I can show you how to do it, and then you know how it works on all the other sites.
Yes.
But, we're always up for trying something new, because if we don't try something new, we're going to still have
windmills. So basically what you're telling them is there's any people out there that want to prove if their pump works out here, we need 38.
Yes, we want a pallet load.
Because if you want to standardise across all your 38 wells.
No, we use 3 different pump types up here. And the diaphragm pumps are what we use in low supply areas because they can run dry, but they're also slower. And what we did for our water budgeting was we worked out the consumption rate of water per head, the stocking rate at a water point, therefore how much water we need to pump in a 12 or 24-hour period. Then we selected the pump size based on the capacity. So we didn't overkill. And so that's where things like the diaphragm pumps are, it's 12 gallons per minute or something, and they'll keep it up because one of the things out this way people talk about is the low producers and the windmills being good because they can, they'll just stay wet enough, but they won't take everything out. And, we just went to diaphragm pumps, which take just enough water to keep the herd going.
So you do that in the. So, hang on. So you use that for the shallow,
The low supply.
low supply.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what are the other two pumps? You said 3.
Yeah, so we've got the diaphragm pump, we've got these screw pumps, and we've got a stacked pump, which is like 4 different blades that spin, and they're like a high productivity bore. So these are like a centrifugal because they're using centrifugal force.
Okay. Anyhow.
Yeah.
But so across in your 38 wells, what's the split percentage-wise? Questions for you to answer.
Yeah. Okay.
You got to, I think.
Well, I'll jump on my tablet and I'll see it.
Okay. Yeah, hang on.
Should be able to set that up on
I'll
there.
put it up on here, Jack. What's that?
That's it hitting capacity.
I really wish I bought my fly net, Jack.
You'll be right.
Right, drink before we get thirsty, Jack.
Well,
Where's
the best
my
thing
water?
about the really sensitive microphones is everyone's going to hear you. The water consumption per head. It starts at 45 litres. Sorry, I'll jump back in front of the camera. 45 litres per animal per day. And so we budget 80 because of the summer times. The dung beetles. The dung beetle population got knocked around during the 2018 drought. And then once you had that wet break that we had with Cyclone Damien, the flies just went through the roof. And because that dung beetle population dropped, we're in a backward position there. So we actually have to start reintroducing them rather than these friendly fellows.
Be good if you prioritise on that.
You were in Perth, you could have picked some up.
What, you go to a dung beetle shop here?
Well, look, there's a potential market there if anyone wants to breed them up, but we usually grab them from like the feedlot down at the farm.
My favourite one is when the fly gets in between your glasses and your eyes. That's favourite.
Well, you know, the nose, your mouth.
Is there any other questions?
You want to go, do you?
I don't.
All right. We've got a bit of a drive ahead of us before we get home. It's only, 12 kilometres if we're flying? No, that's just...
I can't see you, Jack. There's too many flies in
Sorry,
your face.
Yeah, so we've got a little bit of rough country that we're going to go over.
That's not normal. That is not normal.
Right. Well, that's about it for today's...
That is it. About it. Tomorrow, another day, another dollar, Jack. And we will bring something super exciting for our viewers.
Yeah, but I don't think we're going to live stream tomorrow's stuff.
Okay. Disregard my last.
No, because tomorrow we're going to have a vet over and we're going to be running some of our house cattle through with the vet, and that's Dr. Don Finley. He's the one that provided us with the Easy Boss tool, the one the oral distraction device for the cattle. So he's currently over at Wongawal, doing the yard work there, taking bloods on livestock and checking the animals over during muster and drafting. And he's going to have a spare day where he can come across with us and we're going to be able to do some filming with him and learn a little bit more about some of our cattle and see how Bunty, because our herd bull that hangs around the house and does the lawn mowing for Ant, it's got a small problem and we really want to sort that out.
I've got a lot of questions for that vet.
So that'll be a good and informative episode.
It will.
So we'll see how we go with that. So thanks everyone for joining us today and seeing how quick and easy it is to actually pull a bore and waffle as we go.
Yeah. Waffle it was.
We're going to sign off for now, and thank you all very much. We should have a short video coming up tonight or tomorrow, and then as usual, our Wednesday and Fridays, where Wednesday's going to be a good one, everyone.
That can't be good news for me. Right.